Hello, everyone. Thank you for being here. Before I start, I want to tell you a true story. It's about a young man who felt very, very small. He looked at the world, and it seemed so big, so fast, so full of people who knew things he did not. Especially one thing, English. Let me be honest with you. When I first met English, I had no confidence. Zero. I was not talented. I was not some brilliant student. I was not special. I was afraid. Afraid of the sound of my own voice trying to shape these strange new words. Afraid of the pause after I spoke, waiting to see if there would be understanding or confusion. Afraid of the smile that hides a laugh. That fear, it was a heavy coat I wore every day. And I want you to understand this right now in your heart. That fear is not your enemy. It is your first teacher. It is the proof you are stepping into something new, something that matters. If you feel afraid to speak English, congratulations. You are completely normal. You are in the right place. You see, in my time, the world was different. English wasn't in the air like Wi-Fi. It wasn't something you could touch on a screen. It was a distant country, a locked door. It was uncomfortable. And because it was uncomfortable, most people looked at that door and walked away. They said, "This is not for me. It is too difficult. I am not that person." But inside me, a small, stubborn question kept asking, what is on the other side of that door? I did not learn for a test. I did not learn for a certificate to hang on a wall. I did not learn because someone told me it would make me rich. I learned because I was curious. I wanted to hear the world's conversations. I wanted to understand the maps in other people's minds. That curiosity, simple, plain curiosity, was the small match that lit a very big fire. My road was paved with failure stones. I need you to be very clear about this. My journey was not a straight line going up. It was a messy scribble. It was a path made entirely of stones, called failure. I failed exams. I would look at the red marks on my paper and feel my face grow hot. I mispronounced simple words so badly that even I didn't recognize them. I would learn a word like opportunity, and the next day it was gone, vanished from my mind. I would open my mouth to speak, and my carefully built sentence would collapse like a house of cards in the wind. The reactions? Oh, I saw them all. The blank stare, the polite nod that meant nothing, the patient correction, and yes, sometimes, the quick laugh. That laugh used to feel like a needle. But I learned to look at failure differently. Failure is not a stop sign. It is a signpost. It is the world's most honest feedback. Everyone runs from failure. They see it as a monster. I decided to walk right up to it, shake its hand, and ask, "What did you come to teach me today?" Every mispronunciation taught my mouth a new shape. Every confused look taught me to find a simpler word. Every no made my next yes stronger. This is the biggest mistake smart people make. We are taught in school to memorize, to get the right answer. So, we treat English like a science, like a formula. We fill our heads with grammar rules, with lists of vocabulary, with perfect sentences that live only in notebooks. This is a tragedy. It is like collecting menus from the world's best restaurants, but never tasting the food. English is not a subject you study, it is a muscle you train. Let me ask you, can you get strong by reading books about lifting weights? No, you must feel the weight in your hands. You must feel the strain. You must sweat. Language is the same muscle, the muscle of your tongue, your ear, your courage. You don't learn to dance by watching a video. You must step on the dance floor, step on your partner's feet, lose the rhythm, and find it again. If you wait for the perfect moment when you will not look foolish, you will be waiting forever, sitting alone while the music plays. I spoke broken English, and that broken English built my bridge. My English was not good. It was broken, the grammar was a mess, my sentences had no logic, my accent was thick, but I used it. I used it like a broken tool to fix a broken pipe. It was the only tool I had. Why? Because silence builds nothing. Sound builds. Action builds. Trying builds. People say, I am not ready to speak. I say, speaking is how you get ready. You don't get fit and then go to the gym. You go to the gym to get fit. Your bad English is not your shame. It is your raw material. It is the rough clay. You must speak to shape it. Don't trust motivation. Trust your alarm clock. Let me tell you my secret. I was not a hero studying all night. I was a normal person. I did not have many hours, but I had minutes. 10 minutes on a bus, listening. 15 minutes before bed, repeating. 5 minutes in the morning, talking to the mirror. I did not do much, but I did it every single day without exception. Motivation is a beautiful bird. It flies away. Discipline is the tree you build for it to land on. You must build the tree first. If you only practice when you feel like it, you will quit. If you practice because 7 a.m. is practice time, you will succeed. Be boring. Be regular. Be a tiny, unstoppable force. English did not change my words. It changed my mind. Before English, my thinking lived in one room. It was a good room, but it had only one window. After English, someone gave me keys to a library that wrapped around the whole world. Suddenly, I could listen to the thoughts of a farmer in Texas, a philosopher in ancient Greece, an engineer in Germany. I saw that there were 1,000 ways to solve one problem. English was not new words. It was new software for my brain. It taught me to think from different angles, and when you can think from different angles, you see opportunities hiding in plain sight. Perfect is the enemy of done. Clear is the friend of success. Many learners are paralyzed by a ghost, the ghost of perfect English. They want an accent like a movie star. They want grammar like a dictionary. They want to be flawless. This is a terrible mistake. The world is not run by the perfect. It is run by the brave, the clear, the persistent. Look at history. Look at business. The most powerful communicators are not always the most perfect speakers. They are the ones who speak with fire in their hearts, with clarity in their eyes, with simple, strong words that hit you in the chest. Your goal is to connect, not to be perfect. A simple, clear, "I believe we can do this," is more powerful than a perfect, complicated sentence that nobody feels. Your mistakes are your trophy case. So when you make a mistake, when you forget the past tense, when you use the wrong word, do not hide. Stand up. That mistake is a medal. It is proof you are in the arena, not in the stands. It is proof you are trying, growing, stretching. Language is the vehicle, not the destination. Because I spoke my broken English, I met people I was never supposed to meet. I understood ideas that were not written in my language. I could explain my crazy dream, a small, impossible dream, to people on the other side of the planet. English did not give me success. It built the road that success could travel on to find me. Language is not the gold you are digging for, it is the shovel. Do not fall in love with the shovel. Use it to dig. Talk to yourself. Describe your room. Explain your work. Think out loud. Confidence is a private practice before it is a public performance. Build your courage in the mirror. Then, take it out into the world. The walls are gone. Your voice is your passport. Look at the world now. What is a border? It is often just a line on a map. Ideas fly across oceans in seconds. A company can be in a small village and talk to the whole world. Learning English is not about becoming someone else. It is about becoming a true citizen of this new, connected world. The future belongs to those who can reach across screens and shake hands with minds that are different. If you cannot communicate, you are living in a room with the door locked. From the inside. If a man like me could do it, I know you can do it. I was rejected. Many times. From schools, from jobs, from opportunities. I heard no more than I heard yes. For years, I saw no light at the end of the tunnel, but I never stopped learning. Why? Because I realized one powerful thing. They can refuse me. They can say no to my application, to my request, to my idea. But they can never, ever take away what I have learned. Knowledge, once it is inside you, is yours forever. It is your true treasure. It cannot be stolen. Your accent, it is the music of your history. Your mistakes, they are the footprints of your journey. Your starting point, it is just that, the start. It does not decide your finish line. What decides your future is your persistence, your willingness to get up one more time than life knocks you down. So start. Not next Monday, not next year. Start today, the moment you leave here. Speak, even if your voice trembles like a child's. Speak, even if your words are simple like a child's. Speak, even if you feel like the only person in the world who doesn't know. Because one day, you will be speaking, and a thought will come to you like a quiet sunrise. You will realize this whole long journey was never really about verbs, vocabulary, or pronunciation. It was about the person you had to become to learn it. It was about the courage you found when you were afraid. It was about proving to yourself that you are stronger than you thought. And once you have that knowledge, that deep, unshakable belief in your own ability to grow, then my friends, there is absolutely nothing you cannot achieve. Thank you. Now, go. Make mistakes. Learn. Speak. The world is waiting to hear your voice.